Hello and welcome to Sapphire Plays Amnesia: The Dark Descent. It's really early, but I really wanted to play some Amnesia, so this might wake me up. Let's do it. I think last time there was like a lady yelling and it scared me, and don't really know what's going on. I'm gonna go up here. Okay. Um. A fragment taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. Not you, I'm bad at pronouncing things.
"16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Hello. Not really sure what I'm doing. It's dark in here. Come on. $10. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Persian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm, House of Rich. Give ref. find a box. And a note.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Okay. What? What? Come on. There we go. Sorry if I'm not too talkative. Like I said, I just woke up and I'm still really groggy. Whoa. Whoa. There's blood there.
Is old and has been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart. You're just buying time anyway. downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Okay. So this place is really unstable. Whoa, okay. Thanks for that. Thanks for terrifying me. That's what I expected out of you. What? What's going on?
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety. Grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Oh, pretty. Wait, how am I gonna... Huh.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over. Isn't all this a bit excessive? You can never be too careful, then.
Come on. Loftenberger Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Alstutz, deep within the East Persian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, as picturesque as can be. I bet the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local, and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment, and all of them have their own twist on the tales. But there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by the tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty in essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to still living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Excuse me, I keep yawning. A first visit undone. Blech. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known I don't know that word. Actually, I know the word. I don't know how to pronounce the word. Visited Alsteds at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in excuse me, Grenoble some 10 years ago. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alsted, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was the mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron Brandenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby us. And like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Persian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Why do I keep yawning? I need to wake up. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring have never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. So, folklore says that he is immortal. Okay. Oh, I know what that is. This is the room that was locked that we couldn't get into earlier. What? Let's find all the ones sticking out first. One. Two. Cool, but what is this? It's just a book? That's just a book. Oh, hi. Regarding closing of the wine cellar. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough. With their absent-minded handling of the human vessels, the sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first. They can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Okay, you're messed up. Can I go out? I'm scared. Help. What do I do? Eh, yeah, yeah. We'll leave it here for now, guys. See you next time.